Hello everybody, today for repair we've got another power supply, 750 watts, air cool. Let's check it together, the same way as I always do. Here is my DIY tester. Let's connect it via isolating transformer for safety. You can see it on the right. It's also DIY, kind of DIY. Transformer itself I found in an old equipment radio set, as I remember it was. Okay, and as you can see, there is nothing. Light bulb didn't show any signs of life. This button is for shunting the light bulb, so there is definitely a blown fuse, and probably the problem is somewhere at the primary. Let's open it, just like that. Nothing blown, pretty nice caps. Power supply is not really bad, it's decent, 750 watts, honest 750 watts I think. Let's remove it further. PCB, never forget to discharge capacitors and always handle it carefully before discharge it, because the shock is not pleasant, at least can be even lethal. Now it is safe to handle. On this side of the PCB I cannot see any signs of blown components, so let's take a multimeter, start from the diode bridge. As we know, the fuse is blown, that's for sure. First check the diode bridge, no beeps. Usually I do it in diode mode, but in order you to hear it, I decided to do it in beeping mode. Those two transistors are main inverter. First one I checked, it was PFC transistors, and usually PFC or transistors of main inverter are bad. And same happened here, transistors of main inverter are bad. As you can see, drain to source is direct short circuit. So there was also a diode which also went bad. And now, after removing all those faulty components, there is no short anymore. Now I'm gonna find some spars. Here I have that broken power supply, donor power supply. The owner of that power supply gave it to me. Probably I will use those transistors. The legs of those transistors, as you can see, kind of bent. One leg is even broken. Well, I will try to straighten it, and maybe I will use those. Let's see. This is another one. I don't know what happened with those donor power supplies. Probably they meant to be disposed of, or I don't know how to say. Probably they went to the scrapyard or something like that, because condition is not really good. Okay, here is the second one. the donor never can be saved, unfortunately. Okay, let's check those. Well, after straightening the legs, I decided not to use it because the legs are too short. Of course, I can make them longer, but since I have a lot of those transistors in stock, and it's 20N50, so 20 amps, 500 volts, I have them a lot, so these are original. I'm gonna use mine transistors. I already put the diode. Let's temporarily make a fuse with a wire. If everything working, I will replace it with a proper fuse, not like that one. Some people use and leave wires, but I'm not like that. Since fuses are very cheap, why not to change it? Okay, after putting transistors, we should check transistors that drives that small transformer that in turn drives the gates of the transistors. Sometimes, and pretty often, those transistors also can be damaged, but not this time. This time all transistors are good. Driving transistors and resistors on the gates are also good. If you see burned resistors on the gates, probably you should replace driving transistors and probably IC, because sometimes they can even show good value, but after checking and the power supply is not working, usually problem is the IC and the transistors. Okay, since I have everything okay, I'm ready to check it one more time. Turn on the power supply, the power, but before turning on, let's make sure that nothing would short, because even though I'm using isolating transformer, it will not save power supply from shorting. Alright, now I'm ready. Turn on the oscillating transformer. Now turn on the power. Lamp blinked. We have a green light. And PSU is working. Now I'm shunting the lamp. And everything is working. As you can see, the voltage is 247. So it means that the current consumption is pretty low. Nothing bad in there. And for idle mode, it is good reading. If something were bad, my voltage meter would show me less than 200 volts. Now let's put back the fuse. In a fast mode, of course. I'm not gonna waste your time. As you might already noticed, I put audio after recording the video, because video always edited and it is not easy to repair a power supply in 10 minutes, which is preferable time for watching videos of that was a topic, I think. Okay, final check wire isolating transformer. After I checked with isolating transformer, I connected my cord with red type As you can see, everything okay, all the wires are okay. 500 watts as a 12 volts line, my DIY resistive load. So this one is saved, ready to be used one more time. Give it a thumb up and see you next time.